everyone, welcome back, and today I'm going to be showing you two quick and easy projects, also easy on the budget. So the first project is going to be something you can use for like a candy dish, just decoration. It's cute for your desk at the office or even just a coffee table. So for the two projects we're doing today, you'll first need two glass vases or cylinders. This one I got at Goodwill for 99 cents. And then I got this taller one, also at Goodwill, for $2.99. And then we're going to need different candy canes, like a fair amount of those. And these are going to be plastic candy canes, just like the decorative ones. These I got at 99-cent store. I got a total of 4 boxes, so that's going to be $4 for that. And then we're also going to make a little display where you can put your Christmas cards, or another thing I like to do is mix in old Christmas portraits with the family on this too. But you're first going to need some little Merry Christmas clothespins. Now, these were at 99-cent store already done like this, but of course it's just little clothespins with the letters. So you can buy these pre-made like I did, because everything I do for Christmas is just traditional red and green. But you can buy larger clothespins, you can buy these little baby clothespins, you can paint them, you can leave them natural. You can do any kind of words that you want by stenciling out some letters, printing something out on the computer. So you can really customize this and make this your own. You can use Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, you know, anything, wedding day for other times of the year, maybe family. You catch the drift. The other thing you're going to need to make the Christmas card holder or your picture display is a board. Now this one is a little sign board. It's already done, it's already painted, it's already all nice and ready to go for Michael's. Now this was, looks like $16.99 on the back there, regular price. We all know Michael's. This is 50% off, so this is only $8. But I figure for the time and effort of making a sign, if I did find a board and the paint, this was the option that I chose. Because again, it's the holidays, we've got other things to take care of, so crafting is fun, but we want it to be cheap and easy. So, first thing that you're going to do is, for the project that we're using for our candy dishes, or honestly even candle holders, whatever you want to do this, multi-purpose, like I always say. So, we're just going to take our price tags off, wash those off, and then I'll be back. Okay, for our first project, we're going to be making like little custom, they can be candy dishes. You can put candles in them and use them as votives if you'd like. You can put gifts in them. So there's a lot of different uses for these. The dogs are eating dinner, so I apologize. Now, what I like to do just to keep my lines straight is I like to take dry erase marker, and then here's just a stiff little piece of paper, and I'm just going to go around using a guideline. That way when I put my hot glue beads down, it'll be straight, or straight-ish. I'm going to start off with these, and then I'll just add more candy canes or fill them in. So you're going to take your hot glue and follow the line down. And take your candy cane, just press it down onto the hot glue. Just hold that down a few seconds until it feels like it's secured. Because it's glass and plastic, it's going to be pretty quick. It's only going to take you maybe 5 to 7 seconds that you'll need to hold that down. And then there's our first candy cane. So again, you're going to repeat the process all the way around. So as you can see, This is how it looks when they're glued all the way around. And again, you can fill them all the way up, or you can leave some gaps. For me, I'm leaving some gaps because mine are going to be filled with different type of chocolates and candies for people, and that's going to be on my desk. I just want them to be able to see what's inside. So I don't want to completely cover it with different candy canes. And then these little lines, of course, not a big deal. They're green, so they match with the candy cane. They really don't stand out. But the little parts, like say for instance here, where it goes above where the candy cane is, it's a dry erase, so you can just erase that little part of the marker. You can do that with a Q-tip so you can reach back there. Now of course you're going to repeat the same process with your other cylinder. Now for mine, I do want to switch it up a little bit. So on him, I'm going to do the candy canes like this, like going down around the outside. So again, I'm just going to repeat the same process and go around filling in as desired. So once you have completed the process of whatever design or pattern that you'd like to use, it should look something similar to this. And then, of course, I'm just going to clean up these little spider webs the hot glue gun leaves. And this is the pair together. So you can see. Okay, everyone, for our second project, you're going to need your board or background and little clothespins. And those right side up. Now for these, I'm also using a pencil because I'm going to mark these out. I'm going to take a tape measure. You can use like a ruler too, and I just want to make sure that everything's nice and centered. So I'm going to start with my Mary. And then down at the bottom is going to be Christmas. I just like them to be nice and straight because to me it makes it a little bit easier to put the cards, because the cards are going to be like square or rectangular normally. And the way I'm going to do it is the cards that are long ways are going to go up top, and the cards that are tall or vertical are going to go at the bottom. So your cards, you can take some different cards to use as reference, but I chose this one for a tall one to use as a template, and this one for the wide. So you can see it's pretty wide. And then you're also going to have, you know, small ones and the big ones. Your small ones can go up top, your larger cards can go down at the bottom. So, taking that into account, the letters are going to be wider than what they normally would be. And if you'd like, you can make them, you know, just alter. You could do like, you know, up and down. You can do them random around the board, whatever you prefer. So, I'm going to start out with my Mary. Since there are 5 letters in Mary, I'm going to make sure that my R is centered. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so my S of Christmas will also be centered. So I'm going to take these other letters off and start with those. And when I attach these, I'm going to attach the top letter very close to the top, because again, this has got to hold a card, and you don't want it covering the lower letters. Or, you know, if it's this kind of card, you want it like that. So the other one is going to be about, I would say, maybe 2 inches from the bottom, because of course those can be for your bigger cards and you have plenty of room. You just want to make sure that you have enough room up top to actually use those letters. Now for my board, I'm looking at 24 3/4 and found the middle spot for my first mark, and then from there you're going to mark out your other letters. So of course there are 2 on each side since that R is going to be centered. So you're just going to do the same thing, measure those out equidistance, and put a little pencil mark right where the top of where you're going to be mounting your little clothespin or big clothespin, depending on what you did. And that is going to, once you have all that marked out, then you'll attach using the E6000. You can also probably try to use the hot glue too. Just depends on what you have around again, like I always say. So I'm gonna mark all these out. Okay, so I have my first word completed, which for mine is going to be Mary. This is how it looks so far. And then again, I'm going to repeat that same process with Christmas, starting with my S in the middle and putting the other letters equidistance, and then attaching them with the E6000. For that, you just put a small line here on the back. You're going to press that down, hold it for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then let up. Should be adhered. The E6000, if you've never used it, does say, I think it's, I want to say 24 hours before it's completely cured. But it'll be at least, you know, pretty good in place. And these look like they're actually not really moving. That could be because it's wood as well. Of course, that's going to be a material that adheres better. So again, I'm going to repeat the same process on here. I'll show you that finished product, and then we'll attach some cards, see how everything looks. Okay, now that I've attached all of my letters, this is the finished product. Got the Merry Christmas, where I can hang that and display Christmas cards. And again, this is something you can use for any kind of lettering with the clothespins. So you can put family, you can put love, you can put faith, whatever you prefer. So then, of course, you just clip your little Christmas cards on. And this is what it looks like with the cards on it. So as you can see, alone it looks like there's going to be gaps, but once you put the cards in there, it fills everything in very nicely. Okay, so both of these projects today are very easy and budget friendly, especially at the holidays. So I'll show you how everything looks together. Here's how our projects turned out. So we have our little candy cane containers. Those have the candy in them. And then there is our display for our Christmas cards and pictures. And then I'll show you guys how it looks if you choose to do the candles. Alright guys, that wraps up this week's projects. I hope this gives you some inspiration to try some new things. And also, don't forget the Instagram. I just started that. I share a different idea every day, whether it's decorating or crafts or inspirational. That is ucantoo as well, but with vlog, V-L-O-G at the end. And thank you guys for watching, and all of my subscribers, thank you so much for your continued support. I will see you guys next week. Hope you're having a great holiday. Bye-bye.